Hello, my name is Emma Tobias, and welcome back to another love/hate challenge. This time, we're doing Christmas. The past week and a half or so, we've been doing this. It was a little slower this time, and I would contribute to the fact that we upped the ante. We did 3 movies, 3 books, and 3 songs. 2 we loved and 1 we hated, so that our enjoyment level would potentially go up. That's kind of the point, you know, it's Christmas time, let's have a little more fun. Without further ado, let's jump right into it and start with songs. I have not listened to the songs yet. I tend to wait till the very end to listen to them, and I'll show you guys my thoughts and then we'll get some reactions. You guys know how this works. We've been here before. So the 3 songs Emma chose for me were Do They Know It's Christmas, Stop the Cavalry, and Thank God It's Christmas. The only one of those I know is Do You Know It's Christmas? I don't know the other 2. I think they're quite British songs. So I do know Do They Know It's Christmas because I think it's like a white savior song to like help children in Africa in like the 1980s is what I'm going to assume, and it's really pretty rough from what I remember. So let's see. The lyrics are I was right. I didn't realize how rough that is. The colonialism is just like bam. Do I think Emma likes this song? Still not sure yet, because I do think it's like sonically interesting and kind of fun. But I don't know if she like has nostalgia for it and that's why she can like get past the lyrics. Or the message. I don't know. Let's just do the next one. Stop the Cavalry. Never heard of this. It's like Little Drummer Boy. Nuclear Fallout Zone? My enjoyment of that was like, and then it was like, weird. I didn't enjoy how it sounded, and the lyrics were very bizarre. God, this is really hard. Let's do the last one. The last one is Thank God It's Christmas. Oh, it's Queen. Okay. I don't know the song, but I know Queen, obviously. Enjoyed that. That one is, I think, the only one I really liked. So this is where I'm at. This is what I think my predictions are. I think Emma for sure likes Thank God It's Christmas. The other 2 are dicey because I think like the music of Do They Know It's Christmas is better than Stop the Cavalry, but Do You Know It's Christmas seems like it would be quite a controversial song due to the content. But I could also see Emma being like having nostalgia for it. So I'm gonna reluctantly go with that she likes Stop the Cavalry because it is kind of like weird and corny in sort of a funny way. And also it's really bizarre, and hates Do They Know It's Christmas because of the content. I don't know if I'm right about that. Oh.
Let's start with the Christmas songs. 2 of those are songs that I love. One of them is a song that I hate, but I deliberately picked these because I thought they would be difficult for you to choose between. I didn't want to go too obvious. Obviously, Last Christmas is the best Christmas song ever written, one of my favourites. But what did you think of these 3? I shall tell you. The song that I hate is Thank God It's Christmas by Queen. It's a shame. I love Queen. I think Queen are bloody brilliant. But that song is really boring. It should be faster. It should be shorter. It should in fact not exist. Do They Know It's Christmas by Band Aid I put in there as a red herring because if I heard that song for the first time now, I would hate it. It's a very problematic song. It's a very like white savior song. But the thing is, I grew up with it, loving it, heard it on repeat. So when I listen to it now, I don't hear the words, I don't hear how terrible it is, I just hear Christmases of my childhood and I love it. But I hadn't realised that it's not really a song that people who aren't British know very well. So when I played it for the first time to Argy like 10 years ago when he heard it for the first time, he was like, what the fuck is this? This song is not acceptable, and only then did I hear it through his ears and realise that it sucks. But that's not the answer, because I do love that song. And then finally, Stop the Cavalry. What a banger! My sister and I used to have dark discos when we were younger, where we would turn off all the lights except for the Christmas tree lights, and I, even though I was the older one, was really scared of this. I was scared of the dark, so I would have to keep the door a little bit open to let light in, and slowly Sophie would like help me, encourage me, shut the door more and more until it was actually dark. It was dark disco, and we would play Stop the Cavalry and march up and down.
I'm shocked and also not shocked. Okay, here's why I'm not shocked. Because my prediction about Thank God It's Christmas was bang on correct. I just thought that she might have changed her mind about it. I was wrong, but my prediction, like my reasoning was correct. I am shocked about the Queen song because I think it's good. I think it's actually kind of a banger. It's a slow build and then it gets kind of exciting. But fair enough. And then I was right. Also, that story is very cute. And yes, Last Christmas is the best Christmas song. Full stop. Next, we dive into the pantheon known as movies. The 3 movies that Emma gave me to watch were 12 Dates of Christmas, Nativity, and Noel. And we'll start with the first movie I watched, which was 12 Dates of Christmas. This is a sort of Hallmark movie, ABC Family, Lifetime, corny rom-com Christmas movie about sort of a Groundhog's Day situation of a woman who keeps messing up and she gets to relive the same Christmas Eve over and over again until she gets it right. Let's see how it went. Can we talk about the spread? Whatever that is, green Kool-Aid, red Kool-Aid, Cheetos, iPod. That's it. That's all you need. Someone gave her the lucky one? What? So Grumpy Lady Loves Christmas has a creepy, creepy, creepy living room. And I don't like it. This woman is the worst. But you know what the thing is about Hallmark and Freeform, formerly known as ABC Family movies, are? They tend to make the woman the worst. But in real life, that's not accurate. This man has been in other movies like this, right? Right? 100%. This whiny woman and I are enemies. They're cute. I'll give them that. I went from hating this movie to having literal tears in my eyes. As you can tell, had a bumpy ride. Both really hated this movie and ended up also really liking it. It was definitely frustrating at times and a little like too on the nose. But because I think I have a predilection of getting past a holiday corniness, I was able to get there and ended up kind of enjoying it. And I think it helped that the 2 leads had, in my opinion, some chemistry. Now, as you can tell, I have no idea if Emma liked this movie. So I'm going to hold out judgment and then we'll go to the next movie. And then hopefully when this is done, I will have figured it out. The next movie I watched was Nativity. I knew nothing about this. I had to kind of circumnavigate some shit to watch it, but this is a comedy from like 2009 about a former actor turned school teacher, elementary age school teacher, who is charged with putting on the Catholic school he works at nativity play. And he basically makes up a big lie about his ex-girlfriend and creates all this buzz and drama, and then it's just him trying to figure it out and also creating a ridiculous nativity play. So that's how this went. For legal reasons, this is all a joke, but Nativity is not available in the US, but I may or may not have a little baby VPN, so I think we're good. It's on the British Netflix. I didn't really love this movie. I thought it was really painful. I don't like secondhand embarrassment. I also don't like huge miscommunication or lying as a plot device. I get really anxious. And also the kids in this movie just acted in a way where I'm like, an adult wrote this so heavily and trying to make like adults laugh with the kids acting in a certain way. I thought it was definitely on the line. I don't think this movie could be made like it was in 2009 today. I don't know. It just wasn't really for me. Didn't really like it, but I could see how someone would enjoy it, especially if they watched it at some point in their life. However, saying that, I have like a feeling that this is the one Emma doesn't like. Noelle. Noelle is a Disney Plus original that came out last year starring Anna Kendrick, who is Santa Claus's daughter, and she has like the holiday spirit super ingrained in her, and Bill Hader is her brother, and Bill Hader's supposed to become Santa Claus. So let's see how it went. Am I in the emotional place to watch Noelle? No. But do I need to watch Noelle? Yes. God, the electricity bill must be atrocious on that castle. The hottest Santa Claus is Bill Hader's Santa Claus. Is less hot now. This wig is not doing it for me, Billy Eichner. I think she loves this movie. That is where I'm at. But so far, I think she loves all 3 movies. So I'm in a bit of a pickle. The only one that I didn't like was Nativity. I'll let future me figure this out. I would say that I like Noelle. I said that earlier. Now, I'm pretty sure, as I mentioned before, that Anna Kendrick is someone that Emma really enjoys. So I think my final predictions, based on the fact that I think she likes Anna Kendrick, goes something like this. I think she likes 12 Days of Christmas because I think she thinks it's like really fun and corny and goofy. I could see her also getting really frustrated with it, like I did, but I think I'm gonna go with her liking the movie. And then I think that she really enjoys Noelle because of Anna Kendrick. I'm gonna say she doesn't like Nativity. I am a little torn between Nativity and 12 Days of Christmas, but I think I'm gonna go with that, and I feel like I'm gonna be wrong, but that is my final answer. Okay, let's see if I'm right.
Okay, now moving on to the movies. My theme for the movies is totally different. I'm not going down the nostalgia angle at all. I have gone for brand new to me movies that I have only seen once, that I saw for the first time either this year or last year. So, what did I think of these films? Let's start with the 12 Dates of Christmas. Loved it. I thought that movie was really fun. I love any Groundhog Day inspired thing. I really liked the character development. Like, the main character kind of sucked when we first meet her, and so did the love interest. But as the movie went on, I really fell in love with both of them. I thought it was funny. I thought it was cute. I thought it was fresh. It made me giggle. I kind of want to watch it again already. Another movie I recently watched was Noelle with Anna Kendrick. Loved it. Thought it was hilarious. I thought it was like maybe quite bad, but hilarious, mostly because I just can't get enough of hearing Americans say the word naughty. It never stops being funny. Also, it was a feminist Christmas adventure, like what is not to love there? Which leaves, as the final movie, Nativity, which I thought was absolute wank. You know me, I don't like children, and that was a whole movie full of children being annoying. It had songs in it, which I thought I would love, but the songs were grating, and even the adult characters weren't endearing, and none of the jokes were funny, and I wished the movie would end.
Wow, I feel powerful. That was really hard, but I felt like Emma would hate Nativity, because I also thought it was really grating, and I like children. But I'm glad we were like the same. Great. My Anna Kendrick thing was wrong though, because I thought it would be the Anna Kendrick factor, but it wasn't the Anna Kendrick factor. That's fine though. I'm okay with that because I was right. I was right. Finally, let's talk about the books. I read 3 books, obviously. 3.5. We'll get to that. I read 7 Days of Us, The Deal of a Lifetime, and the 12 Dates of Christmas by Lisa Dickinson. Let's end here and start with the first 2. Let's start with the first one I read, which was 7 Days of Us. This is a book about a dysfunctional, posh British family. One of the daughters, there's 2 daughters, is a doctor, and she's working in a part of Africa that is struck by a fictional virus. And she has to come home for Christmas and quarantine with her family for 7 days. Emma did this to bully me, and I feel like that is true. Now, I had never heard of this, so I was like, I wonder what this is going to be like. I thought it would be kind of like a rom-com. Well, let's see my reaction. I've decided to rearrange my bedroom. While I'm sweating my body weight, I need some auditory fun. So I think I'm gonna choose 7 Days of Us and just dive right in. I think it's like 8 hours. I don't know anything about any of these books. I mean, I know this is like a rom-com, and it's British, and I think 7 Days of Us is also a rom-com and it's British, so that sounds fun. 7-day quarantine, Emma? Really? 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 You know, I said that the only thing I knew about this book was that it was a romantic comedy. I don't think it's a romantic comedy.
The truth was, he wasn't much looking forward to a week at Wakefield, the cheery Norfolk manor house Emma had inherited. He never quite what to say to his old...
2 hours in, the rearranging, the hard part is done. My hair looks crazy. Anyway, this is really interesting to me with 7 Days of Us. This is written by like a fairly young woman, but it fell into that trope that I really hate, where it feels like someone who is middle-aged wrote it, where one of the characters says Christmas decorations was actually one of her likes on her Instagram profile. I mean, that's not a thing. I don't get that. This book is really depressing and not Christmassy, and also I hate all the characters. Literally every single one of them. It's just rich people moaning, mostly. Another day. Another chance to listen to 7 Days of Us. I have like 2 hours left on double speed, so an hour left of 7 Days of Us. Still not enjoying it. Still not enjoying it at all. Why am I liking this now at the end when everything is being resolved? I hate myself. It's been days, but I finally finished 7 Days of Us. I hated it. I hated it so much. As you can tell, I went on a wild ride. I mostly hated it, but times liked it. It took me a really long time to get through this book. Despite the fact that the audiobook wasn't even that long, I just really struggled with it. I thought it was super annoying. I didn't like any of the characters. I hated how sad it was. I felt like it was just a tearjerker to be a tearjerker. The tears were not coming out of my eyes, don't worry. I just hated it. I thought it was crass and annoying, and it felt really like disjointed, and it felt even worse reading it in 2020 than I think if I had read it when it came out a couple of years ago. I just really didn't like it. The next book that I read was a novella, and that is The Deal of a Lifetime by Fredrik Backman. This is a novella. What else is there to say? That's kind of Christmas adjacent, about a man. I'm not really going to give anything away because it's so short that I feel like if I said anything, it would be a spoiler. So let's just see how it went. So I'm going to start The Deal of a Lifetime. It's only 48 minutes. Emma really goes, yeah, I know you don't like sad books, so I'm going to give you a bunch of sad books to read. I really like this. I thought it was super sweet, and also very sad. Emma took like the Charles Dickens approach to Christmas, which is like sad, 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 but it's snowing kind of thing. We had quite the mix-up with 12 Dates of Christmas. Originally, we were gonna read the same book, because when we planned this a month ago, we were like, oh my god, we both have the 12 Dates of Christmas, we should read it together for the video. Problem is during the filming of this video, we realized we had two different versions. She had one by Jenny Bayliss, and I had one by Lisa Dickinson. So you will see me having that realization on camera pretty soon. This did not go well. Let's watch. But Em and I realized that our two versions of a 12 Dates of Christmas are different. So I think that's really funny. Like, they're different books entirely. We planned this video for like a month. So Em and I talked about it. We're gonna read our two different books, and then it's gonna be kind of like a war to see which 12 Dates of Christmas is better. Although we're just comparing our experiences reading two different books, and see which one gets the best reaction. But this is so funny. For all the planning we did not think about this at all, or like check what the name of the author was. That is hysterical. So I'm trying to decide if I want to read this physically, which was my original plan, or if I just want to get the audiobook. I love that Emma's is right here. It's weird how similar they are. I think I'm gonna get the audiobook. Wait, oh my god. I can't. How annoying is that? I'm not enjoying this book. The main character is very whiny, like she used to be a dancer and her two best friends went on to have successful careers after she had an injury, which, you know, that must suck. But her good friend got her this opportunity to, despite the fact she has no, like, writing experience, no journalism experience, to write a backstory book, behind the scenes, that's the word, behind the scenes book about the Royal Ballet. And she's just pissed because she thought that the director of one of the most famous ballets in the whole world was gonna be like, do you want to be a ballerina even though you haven't danced in like 15 years? And she's all pissed about it. I hate her. I really hate her. I think the writing is interesting enough, but I still think this book suffers from so much internalized misogyny and a very whiny main character, and I don't even know who the pairing is going to be. I kind of have an inkling, but I'm getting nothing. I'm getting no chemistry. I've made the executive decision to DNF 12 Dates of Christmas. I got like 50-60% of the way through, and I absolutely hate it. I think it's really boring. I think the characters are really whiny and unrealistic. I just think it's really bad and really misogynistic, and I'm like not interested in the main pairing at all. I don't know, I don't like it, which sucks. Like, I feel like rom-com books I tend to dislike more than straight up romance, because I feel like straight up romance, it just is more palpable, and the romance is the focus of the story, versus a rom-com, which is a mix of like interpersonal stuff and then also romance. I don't know why. For some reason I get frustrated with rom-coms, because the interpersonal stuff tends to be, like, in my opinion, frustrating. But if it's in a movie form, I like it better. I don't know. But I've decided to give up. And I will let future me, which will happen pretty soon, talk about it a little more and do my predictions about Emma's book. I DNF'd it. I'm so sorry. I talked to Emma about it before I DNF'd it, and we decided it was okay because this wasn't even one of the main picks, and it was an accident situation. So despite the fact that she read her entire book, I read like 60% or so of this book. I just really didn't like it. I talked about it earlier, but I just found it really frustrating. Now, saying that, I sort of decided in this video, I don't know what Emma did for sure, to guess if she liked her book based on if I liked my book, or some combination. As you saw, I read the descriptions, which gave me some insight, and looked at like some stats. The conclusion I came to is that I think that Emma really, really felt about her book. I don't think she hated it, and I don't think she liked it. I think it was just dead in the middle with how she felt about it, which is how I felt about this book until I got to the point where I could not stand it anymore. So that's where I'm getting at. Also, her book is just way more famous than my book, which I think is also a contributing factor. Like, more people have read it, so maybe like more people liked. I don't know if that makes any sense. But I do think she was meh about it. So I think my final predictions for books are: she hated 7 Days of Us, she liked or loves The Deal of a Lifetime, and she felt meh about her 12 Days of Christmas. That's where we are at. Let's see if I'm right.
And then finally, the main event, the part we've all been waiting for. What did I think of the books? So, let's start with the ones that we did get the right books for. Which of these did I love or hate? The answer is, I loved 7 Days of Us. I thought it was really cute. I thought it was surprisingly deep. I love family dynamics. I love, you know, books about rich people with problems. I loved them being stuck in a house. I thought it was really festive. I thought it was really cozy. I thought it was very dramatic. It was a really good, fun read. Deal of a Lifetime was very disappointing, not least because it was barely about Christmas, despite having a Christmas tree on the front cover. Also, it's by Fredrik Backman, who's one of my favourite authors, so I was expecting to love it, and I actually thought it was very boring, and I didn't get what the point of it was, and I didn't like anybody, and I've already really forgotten the moral. I think it was a novella that was trying too hard to be deep and meaningful and ended up having no depth or meaningness at all. And then finally, The 12 Dates of Christmas. I read this one, The 12 Dates of Christmas by Jenny Bayliss. You did not read this book, so you have no basis on which to guess whether or not I liked it, other than I think you've read the synopsis. What do you think? Do you think I loved or hated this book? The answer is, I loved it. Well, I liked it. It was a very cute, festive rom-com. I would definitely watch this as a movie. I would probably read it again one Christmas to get me in the Christmas spirit. So yeah, big success. Is that what you predicted? That's all from me. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
This is a classic example of Emma and I feeling very differently about a certain kind of book, which is 7 Days of Us. Like, I cannot stand, for the most part, reading about rich people with problems. I get very annoyed, and obviously, and also I hate like overly dramatic stuff to an extent. That's not always true, but I think generally that's where I'm at. And then I thought The Deal of a Lifetime was really nice. I felt like it felt like in the Christmas spirit in sort of a Dickens way. Yes, it was heavy-handed, but I thought it was successful with what it was trying to do. So I find that hilarious. I think I was right about 12 Dates of Christmas. I felt like she would feel meh about it. She felt better than meh, but that's so like a like, not a love, so I'm gonna take it. So I would say that was kind of successful. Like, some of them I got right and some of them I didn't. I felt really good about the movies category, so that worked out. In general, this was so much fun. A lot more fun than the last time we did this, and just kind of did put me in the Christmas spirit a little bit, even though I'm kind of not a Scrooge, but I'm a reluctant Christmas person. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Did you guys get them right? Did you predict correctly? If you did, don't tell me, because I'm gonna get my feelings hurt, because I will feel like a bad friend. So, have a lovely day.